Hey everyone, welcome to another Art of Conquest video. I wanted to go over something that I think a lot of people aren't aware of when it comes to sieges and how important wall damage is. So the most dangerous part of sieging into a wall is ranged units. Most players will even switch to human to upgrade archers to gold because archers are the most dangerous ranged unit in the game by far, and have them on their wall. And when you're sieging into that, these units on the wall have infinite range. They can attack anything on the battlefield, which means you're taking free damage from them until you take them down. Now, as it turns out, the amount of damage done to the wall is the amount of damage done to the units on the wall. And therefore, if you have units that do bonus damage to walls, the archers die really fast once those units start DPSing the wall down. Now, if you're dwarf, this means that you don't have to change anything. You're already using rocketeers and tanks, ideally, and those already have built-in siege damage. And that's the primary reason that dwarves are the best late game race for breaking garrison. They already have 2 units to do siege damage. They don't have to sacrifice any space on the board for non-fighting units. And they also have mechs, which from silver onwards have the special of taking half damage from all ranged attacks, which means they take half damage from archers on walls. It is very unusual for a good dwarf player to lose mechs sieging in because they're totally fine. However, humans and Lich do not have that luxury, so instead we have Ballista. So I have 1 Ballista here, this will hit the left wall. I have 1 Ballista here, this will hit the middle wall. And I have 1 Ballista down at the bottom here, and this will hit the right wall. The middle can be dealt with pretty much with spells. Hero spells are just really good at clearing in the late game. You have so much area damage. You have things like Blizzard. If you have a Cleo, you can pick up Tome of Creation. If you have Jax, his first ability will just melt everything extremely quickly. So, you have a lot of options in how to melt things, but again, you don't have a lot of options for wall damage. So as these units get cleared, the Ballista will start targeting the wall. And look at that. A single level 8 Ballista hit did about a quarter of a level 6 archer's health. The entire pack is just gone. And did it on both these walls. Now this wall didn't have anything on it, but you can see that's another one, and then a third one, and it's gone. So 3 Ballista shots and the entire pack is dead. I've seen sieges for people who don't use this technique where they don't kill the archers until like 30 seconds in. Archers do a lot of damage. If you look at the number of damage that a unit does, it's based on damage over 20 seconds. So let's say the archers did like 20,000 damage a second for a pack, and then this went on for another 30 seconds. That would be an additional 30,000 damage that your units took. That's a lot of extra damage. So ideally, you do want to siege in units. It's unfortunate that you have to deviate like this to research them because it's not necessarily a core unit of your army. All the top-end houses that I've talked to, all the top-end players, make sure they have someone in their house who's doing nothing but siege, and then they borrow the siege units, and they loan the guy who's building nothing but siege units so they can do dailies efficiently, and they'll loan them spiders, whatever high impact units that you don't need to deploy very many of to do your dailies efficiently, and then they'll get loaned siege for plundering like this because it allows you to break garrisons so incredibly efficiently. You only need 3. You just need 1 for the left wall, 1 for the middle wall, 1 for the right wall. You can deploy them however you want so long as they are hitting those correct walls. Obviously mine looks a little wonky here, way off to the left, but it is in fact hitting the middle wall however that looks. I just did it that way because it worked out with my spiders correctly. It helps you a lot. So if you're doing sieges, make sure and breaking garrisons, wall units are scary. Make sure you have something that damages walls effectively, and you'll lose less units over time. It is worth the cost in resources of getting the siege units just for the number of units you save from not having them die during sieges. Hopefully you like that. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll have more Art of Conquest content coming out for you soon, and thanks for watching.